My dear leaders, do you find purpose in what you're doing? There's a story that many of you may have heard before in many different versions. And so I'm going to just share a quick version of this story with you. And it's about, you know, those who are building the three bricklayers or whatever you may want to call them. But there was, somebody, a passerby passing a construction site, and he met the first person that was working there. And he asked the person, "What is it you're doing?" And the person replied, "Well, I'm laying bricks so that I can work and feed my family." The other person, now that he encountered, said the same question was posed and said, "Well, I am building a wall." Then he reached to the other person and he asked the same question, "What is it that you're doing here?" And this person, with all excitement and this beaming in his eyes, and he's like, "You know what? I am building one of the most beautiful cathedral in the world for the Almighty." And the excitement that you could see in him, that he's so fulfilled in what he's doing. My question to you, what are you doing right now? Does it bring fulfillment? How do you see your work that you're doing right now? Is it a burden that, you know what, I'm going to work. I have to get this work because I got to do this. I have expenses. And so I'm just there, whether you're selling, whether you're making calls, whatever it is that you're doing. Maybe you are working on a construction site. What do you see? Oh, I turn up to work, I get paid, and I can cover my expenses. And that's all that matters. Yes, those are things that are important. Or maybe you are the little, see a little bit more. You are going to work, you know what, I'm helping this company to grow, and you know what, it's going to help me also to some extent. So you see a little bit more. And then there's some of us who are into work that, you know what, I am there and I am making lives better because of the work that I'm doing. I can see how many other people will benefit from this. I can see how my customers are going to be taken care of. I can see whatever I'm selling, whether it's a service or whether it's a product or whatever it is that you're doing, that it's serving a bigger purpose, bigger beyond you, bigger beyond your boss, be bigger beyond your company, that this is something greater and you want to be connected with that, right? And so there's something more in you as to why you're there. And so I'm gonna ask you this question, right? Or you should be asking yourself this question too, personally, and answer it. Why am I here in this place that I'm working? Right? Why am I here? They said that employees who are connected to a company or your organization vision or mission and values are more productive people, that they're more engaged, they're more happier people. When you interact with people like that, you will know definitely when somebody is engaged from when they're disengaged. And we do have a lot of actively disengaged people in jobs that it's sucking the life out of them. And because it's sucking the life out of them, it's sucking the life out of their teams, and eventually the clients or their customers who they're serving is also feeling the brunt of that. So I'm asking you again, do you find purpose in what you're doing? Can you see when you do something, what's the intention you're doing it with? Examine that deeply in you and ask yourself, why am I here in this job here? What is the bigger purpose that I'm serving being here? Right? And how do I want to make sure that purpose is fulfilled? How do I want to make sure that it is being done to all possible way that it can be in the best way? Right? So think about this here, and just a quick update. Our Live to Lead conference, which is about your personal and professional development. We want to unleash this greatness that is in you, and that's why we're bringing this conference together every year. You are going to hear from those speakers that you're seeing in my background here, but you're going to hear from somebody who will be in the room. So those speakers are going to be virtually, and then we're going to have Dr. Tim Elmore in the room talking to you about the generation gap. And this is something that all of us actually want to know more of. How can we lead this generation? How do we connect with the older generation? How do we understand them? How do we build relationship? How do we work with them? And he will be in the room that you can ask any question that you have that can help you with some of the things that you're struggling with concerning the different generations. So come out October 25th or 26th. Join us. We're going to be at the Royal International Hotel, and this is on Mandela Avenue next to the Chinese Embassy. And it's going to be a full, impactful day. I can guarantee you this year that everybody that attended this conference always leave with something that is going to go transform their lives. So you cannot lose by attending one day. Invest in yourself. You're worth it. Believe that you're worth it and be there. Share this video with anyone who can benefit from what we're talking about. People who are hungry and want to learn more, people who want to do something different with their life, who want to improve and keep improving, people who understand for you to be successful, you have to invest in yourself first.